What is going on, guys? Today we have the part 2 of my Ryzen Threadripper video. So part 1 is going to be the unboxing, part 2 is going to be putting everything onto the motherboard, and then part 3 is going to be reassembling the computer. So get ready for part 2. I'm going to show you putting the Threadripper CPU into this tray. I'm going to show you putting the new water block on, and I'm going to show you putting in your RAM, all that stuff like that in this short video. So I will see you there. Alright, so the board came. So now we're in business. We can start reassembling. Got everything apart. I am going to reuse my old water cooling for now. There's a bunch of like algae and other stuff in there that is the reason why I'm redoing it. And like I said, all my tubing and stuff came, but not all the fittings I need. So we'll reuse those fittings for now, and I'm going to redo that probably next week. So here we go. This board is substantially heavier than my other board. It's also looks a lot bigger. Might not be. Might just be making things up. It's possible. Well, a little bigger. You can't really see that at all. But take my word for it, it's a little bigger. So what we're going to do here is we are going to start putting in Threadripper, mounting the water block, and going from there. First, I'm just going to set this to the side real quick and see what we got underneath, because we're going to need our driver disc. What do we got here? There's a lot of stuff in here, lots of stuff, but there's only a few things we really need. So I'm actually going to set this off up here. I'm running out of space, and we're going to set this, take it out of the anti-static bag, lay it on the anti-static bag, and we're going to start assembling things. So I'm going to put my M.2 drive in, I'm going to place all my RAM in. And there is a special way to do it. You're supposed to use the lighter gray slots, and I will check on the manual for that as well. A1, and then over here it says DC. So this side is going to be the side that we use right off the rip. This is your Threadripper socket, and look how big that is. It is huge. Just like for people upstate New York, that is Billy Fusillo huge right there. So let me get everything. I need to get the screwdriver, my RAM, the Ryzen, and we're going to start putting this in. So we're reusing my Corsair Vengeance LED RAM, 3200 megahertz. I need the screwdriver, and we are going to take out the Ryzen CPU. There is an order. Please make sure if you do this yourself to know the order. So you have 1, 2, 3. Not so much when you're taking it off, but definitely putting your CPU in. You want to make sure that it is done the right way. So this is a little different compared to putting in an Intel CPU, where you just have a little latch. This actually has screws, and you actually could feel it pop off just a second ago. So this board isn't the top of the line for ASUS, but is a very good board. Let's see what we got here. Whoop, hit the camera. Lift that guy up, and you lift the protector out. So obviously I warned you, make sure you slide the cap out before you slide in your Ryzen Threadripper. And we are going to take out this protector piece right there. Look how many pins there are. You got to be extra careful when you're doing this, because you do not want a bent pin. I have fixed bent pins in the past, and let me tell you, it's quite a pain. And I say it's quite a pain because you got to use the smallest of tools, a toothpick, a needle, to try to bend those pins up. It can happen, you know, if you don't put your CPU in right, it's a little crooked. That's why I think this tray idea that Threadripper has, it's actually pretty good, because as long as you put it in that way, you should be good to roll. You should be good to go, not good to roll. So here we go. We have it in the carrier. We are going to put this right in here, like so, until it pops in. We're going to lay that down. Just gently press it, and we're going to put this back together. So to close, they want you to do 1, 2, 3 again. So I'm just going to snug them. Do 1, 2, 3. I would say, while doing this, less is more. So I'm not going to make them that tight. I'm just going to make them nice and snug to the point where there's a little bit of resistance. Go back through. It's kind of nerve-wracking. There's so many pins, so much money involved in doing this that it's nerve-wracking. Alright, so there's a good amount of resistance on all the pins, and all the screws. So I'm going to say that's good. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to start the process of putting on the water block. So as you can see, there's mounts right here, 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 and here to put this water block on. First, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to thread on my old fittings. when I am reassembling. I'm going to check real quick, see if this can go in by itself. If it does, I might leave it. If it doesn't, well, it is what it is. And it really doesn't. It should get pushed against your case. So unless I decided I kind of wanted to like two-sided tape it on there, I'm gonna leave it off. Can always put it back on later. So I think, by the looks of it, we're ready to start hooking this guy back up. So I'm gonna switch cameras and we're gonna get to doing it.